phenomenal fitness bodies in Markham, Ontario. And today, we are going to give you a video on how you can get better at pressing your kettlebell. So there are different ways to press the kettlebell. There's something we call a military press, where you get really tight and use your whole body without any momentum. There is the way that is used by most folks who are cross-training with kettlebells, which is called a push press, where you just kind of drive your hips up into it. And then there is the professional technique that we call a jerk, where there's one dip at the bottom and a second at the top to control the kettlebell. What we're going to focus on today is technique number 2, the push press, because that is the easiest to learn, and it's what most of you guys are doing now. So I'm going to try to help you guys get better with that press. Okay, so we're going to start with our thumb corner, and we're going to put our thumb corner at the corner of the kettlebell, and we're going to get it to the rack position. Doesn't matter to me how you guys do it right now. If you can clean, you can clean. If not, okay, this is the first thing you guys got to get good at. So you got to get good at feeling where the kettlebell should be in your hand. Many of you today are grabbing it in your palm, like so, and it's giving you wicked calluses. It is making it very hard to be efficient, and your hands are simply working too hard. So one of the first things you got to practice is setting the rack. Okay, so you'll see I'm going to put it on my shoulder, I'm going to shove my hand all the way in. So what you're actually trying to do when you're holding a kettlebell in your palm is not use your fingers. Here's a simple technique that will help you. We call it okay, put it away. Okay, put it away. You don't need these 3 fingers to hold the kettlebell. It should be in deep enough where it's really solid, rooted on the base of your forearm, on the top of your forearm, and your hand should be in nice and deep, and you should be able to play with and relax your fingers. Okay, so that's step 1, where your hand should be. Step 2, where you're going to rest the kettlebell. So we call this the bottom shelf, okay, and it's literally the top of your hips, or the top of your pelvis, okay? So what you're going to do is bring your elbow in tight and literally try to connect your elbow and your hip bone together. Now, if you're not the 6-pack type, this may be a little bit more challenging, okay? But the fact of the matter is, you still have a bone under here, and the kettlebell needs to get over that bone. So if you have to rest it on something, okay, this is me pretending like I have a big belly. If you have to rest it on something, that's what you got to do. But you still have to lock out the legs, okay? Tuck your tailbone under and get it. Big belly or not so big belly, okay? And that's part of the work that you got to do. I know it's not easy in the beginning. That's why many of you guys are doing a lot of stuff with one kettlebell, and that is fine. With one kettlebell, sometimes, if you can't get to the front, you can get there a little bit to the side, okay? But learning how to rack and rest on the shelf really will help you get more reps out of your lifting, and more reps out of your lifting means, well, if you're cross-training, more calories, more fitness, and if you're sport training, it means more reps, more efficiency, okay? So that's part 2, learning how to rack the kettlebell, okay? Part 3 is learning how to use your legs to get it up over your head. So watch, okay? You want to keep this connection in the body, okay? You want this to stay tight because you're trying to use the bones in your legs. We call it a bump, technically, okay? I'm going to call it a push to make it easier for you guys. Okay, so you're going to come under and push the weight off your body. Okay, so watch. Watch what my legs do. Watch where my hips go. They go under and push off the body. Okay, so that's something in itself that you got to learn. It's really, you know, if you've been doing kettlebells, you're getting to this part already, you probably already have the leg strength because you've been doing swings, etc. So what you got to make sure you're doing better is you're not separating, but you are connecting to push it over, and that's going to make your lift phase that much easier. Once you get that phase done, the next thing to do is know where to have it over your head. So what you want to do is be able to be in full control of it. As much as you can, you're going to try to turn your thumb behind you, okay? Then you're going to try to lock out the arm and get it over that same bone again, okay? That's what it should look like in this position. A great exercise to work on to make sure you're in control of the lockout position is what we call an overhead lunge. So if you're going to practice, so if you want to practice sometime doing your push into a lockout and then doing an overhead lunge to make sure you have control, that's a really great way to get good at this movement, okay? The last part I'm going to show you is how to return the kettlebell to your rack position. And you're going to do something we call deflect, okay? So when the kettlebell is up over your head, the shortest path from here to here is a straight line. Now, my body is in the middle of that straight line. So I've got to do something to get my body out of the way. So watch how I squeeze my glute. I pull my body out of the way and I drop the kettlebell into my hip. Okay? Show you from the front. Press it up, push it up, tuck. Look how my elbow stays inside my shoulders as it drops into my hip. Okay? I'm going slow on purpose. As you get better, you will go faster. In the beginning, it will make more sense for you to slow it down. 3-second, 4-second pace. Make sure you're drilling in the path. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I know that that way is harder and it's less efficient, but it's building your strength and it's teaching your nervous system the proper path, okay? And that's what you want to do when you're first learning how to push press a kettlebell. I hope this helps you. I hope you guys got some pointers. I hope you're going to practice these techniques. You can apply them to all the workouts on our website, on any other website out there. Hit us up on any of our media channels, and we'll be glad to give you another question, answer another question, and give you some pointers. We'll talk to you soon. Enjoy your practicing. Have a great day.